Welcome, Aries, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 10th through February 16th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all since it's general. So just take anything that resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And remember, Aries, never put anyone else's judgment or opinion above your own. This is, the cards are really just here as a guide, not as predictors. So Aries, ugh, there were just so many disruptions that I couldn't, unforeseeable, uncontrollable disruptions during your reading that I just decided to re-record it. So that's why the cards have already been selected. Normally I include the card selection, but this is your message, and so I wanted to make sure I delivered it. So I figured I would not redo card selection. So my Aries friends, let's take a look at what we have here. From the minor arcana, we have the physical realm. In other words, what's going on in your physical world. Then in the center, we have the mental realm, or what's on your mind, where your focus is at, what you're thinking about, even what you're talking about sometimes. And then your message from the spiritual realm, and then your overall energy here from the major arcana. Okay, so let's get started. I guess let's start with the physical realm because you have the most cards. You had 3 cards jump out for this position, and then only 1 each for the mental and spiritual realm. So right off the bat, beautiful, Aries. Beautiful, beautiful. You have the Ace of Wands, okay? So what I'm feeling here about the Ace of Wands is that you're starting something new. You're starting something fresh. Oh, and you know what? Let me talk about it in conjunction with the Death card as the overall energy. There's some new fresh start for you, of course, with an ace, right? But you have the Death card as your overall energy. Now, the Death card came out sideways. And for me, that feeling was that some of you are going with the flow of change, of transformation, of the natural endings and natural new beginnings that happen in your life. But others are resisting it, so it's like a mixed bag. It's like some of you are going with the flow and some of you are resisting it. So with this transformation here, you have the opportunity for a brand new fresh start. Like, life is full of, or made up of, all sorts of different journeys. I mean, some of them are simultaneous and overlap each other, right? And you're here with some possibly major change for you. The ending of something, the dying out of something. But that allows for the new fresh energy to come in, right? So this is just a natural, logical progression in life of something ending and then, the sun coming up on the new fresh beginning. So this week, you may actually be starting something new or heading in a new direction or getting the initial spark and inspiration for something new. So I had the feeling that this, for some of you, could be like, almost like a spiritual direction. And for others, I feel like it's a career direction, and still others, it may be a relationship. And in terms of the relationship, I felt as though it may be that you're either meeting somebody or you've met someone who is different, who is unlike anyone whom you've been with before or been interested in before. And that there's, it's got long-term potential. Same with the career too. Like I feel like brand new career direction and something with, again, great long-term potential. Something died out, something ended. It may be that you had a relationship end recently, but you're resisting the ending of that. Now, some of you aren't resisting it though. Again, if you're one of the resistors, I'll refer to you as the resistors in this reading. If you're one of the resistors of this change, you may have been hanging on to an old job or an old relationship, or if it's a spiritual transformation, like you've let go of old beliefs that don't serve you anymore. Now you've got some new beliefs, but you've been resisting letting go, maybe out of loyalty to family or based on tradition or something like that. But if you're a resistor here, the message for you is to like let it go and go with the flow. And for those of you who are going with the flow, honestly, only these 3 cards are for you. These cards, for the resistors, all of the cards are for you. Well, I mean, the death card is for everyone too. I should say these 2 cards are only for the people who are resisting it. Death reversed would be for the people resisting it, and death upright is for the people who are going with the flow, if that makes sense, okay? But if you are one of the resistors, please use this message as a guide for you to go with the flow, to release the resistance here. Because, all right, let's take a look at the rest of the cards here. Because beneath the Ace of Wands here, you have the 8 of Wands reversed. Now, the 8 is the number of power, so I really love that. But, what I'm really feeling here is that this is the indication that you're not rushing into anything. This is the beginning of something fresh and new and exciting. This is just the beginning. And you're not rushing into anything. This is for the long haul. This is for a longer period of time. You're not jumping into something willy-nilly or haphazardly. It is a natural progression. And the death energy is a slow transformation. It's not, sudden and chaotic. It's a natural ending of something. So the natural ending of, let's say, a relationship or a job or letting go, of spiritual beliefs in favor of a new spiritual direction or journey here. And then beneath that, beautiful energy with the 6 of Pentacles here. Now, for some of you, this could literally be a financial indication that that things are much better for you or have improved. You're feeling more secure. You're feeling that that logical, natural flow of finances and money in and out. So if this is a career direction, it may be making you feel more abundant, like you've got enough to give and share and spend, and the flow of money in and out is more comfortable and natural for you. But in general, though, I'm feeling as though it's really like a natural balance. Like it's like allowing and being in alignment with the ebb and flow and such. The natural movements through life, right? And in this case, it's like the give and take. And this is a very, very balanced energy. It's a very comfortable place to be. That's what I'm feeling. That's the word I'm looking for, comfortable. I'm feeling like this is a very comfortable place to be in. It's just that some of you are still maybe not letting go of something from the past with the card coming in sideways that indicates that some of you are resistors. Again, if you're going with the flow, then beautiful. Expect that if you're going with the flow, you may find yourself newly inspired. You may already know this. You may have already experienced this, and this is just you enjoying it. For some of you, you may actually experience the new inspiration this week, or meet the new person, or decide on a new job direction. Again, get the inspiration, or the inspiration spiritually. All right, but this is for the long haul, taking your time, not being hasty or anything about it. So now this card, I said, these two cards are messages for those of you who are feeling the resistance to the transformation, okay? Those of you who are feeling the resistance. So, the 5 energy here, I feel like I want to say to you, Aries, if you're resisting the change, something's got to give, something has to change, okay? Change is inevitable. That's what life is all about. And when you can relax into the natural changes in life, the natural endings that allow for the new beginnings, it just goes so much more smoothly, and you can enjoy the changes and actually look forward to, what's next? But here, I'm feeling as though some of you have been like a little harsh with yourselves. I feel like this is about you internally with this 5 of Swords reversed. It's about you being harsh with yourself. Again, with the resistant talk in your head, resistant self-talk, negative self-talk. So with the 5 energy here, I do feel, my Aries friends, it's time for a change. It's time to be more deliberate in your self-talk. It's time to start talking yourself up. Some of you may be saying, I don't want change, or I'm not up to any change and I can't handle this, or I need to know what's going to happen and I can't see where it's going, and such like that. But whatever it is, I feel like you're being hard on yourself here, and that needs to change. So in the message from the spiritual realm, this is loud and clear, Aries. I mean, let it go. Put that burden down. Let go of what doesn't serve you from the past anymore. You're not letting it go. The 10 energy is really about new beginnings. 1 + 0 reduces to a 1. That's about new beginnings, my Aries friends. So this journey is done, but if you're still clinging to things from the past that don't serve you, you make the transformation moving forward into the future more difficult, right? You need not. You can allow the natural transformation to occur. You can let go of the burden. So it's really just telling you, drop it, Aries. Let it go. Let it go and allow the transformation to come, because it's going to happen whether you allow it or not. So it's easier. You will make things flow more smoothly and more easily. The transition will be way more pleasant and actually enjoyable if you can go with the flow. Let it happen. Allow the change to come. And the Death card is the number 13. So 13 reduces to 4. 1 + 3 reduces to 4. 4 is the energy of stability, of solid foundations. So once you allow this transformation to occur, once you line up with this inevitable ending and go with the flow and feel more positive about the transformation, you will experience a new solid foundation from which to move forward. Again, with this 1 energy, because 10 is a 1 energy. And of course, come on, you have the Ace of Wands here. Some of you are not recognizing the wonderful new opportunity or experience that is before you here. If you lost a job and that's the ending that you're resisting, if you're clinging to that past and you're wishing you still had it, and you're slowing down the progress, you need to realize that this is opening new doors for you, new opportunities for long-term expansion. If this is about relationships, if you're clinging to relationships from the past, people from the past that don't serve you anymore, you really should be grabbing this wand and appreciating it and moving forward, and knowing that with your expansion will come beautiful new opportunities. And that's what I feel like this Ace of Wands. So whatever the specific experience is for you, I mean, maybe it's not any of what I've mentioned, but you recognize that this Ace of Wands is yours, or you do, or maybe you will recognize it in the upcoming week. But if you do recognize that this ace is yours in some way, shape, or form, just relax into it and allow it. Just allow it. And again, relax into it. This is about relaxing. Relax into it. And enjoy the stability it brings you. Enjoy the give and take, that you'll experience. If this is a financial comfortable experience, feeling of comfort, enjoy it. If this is relationship, then if this is about a relationship, this is about a mature relationship of give and take. It's a balance of give and take. So again, enjoy it. It doesn't have to be like the old experiences. And if you resist it and you expect it to be, then you might force it into that direction. So really, just relax into it and enjoy this Ace of Wands and let go of anything that's holding you back, my Aries friends. Okay, my Aries friends, I want to thank you so very much for being with me, and I hope this week ahead is really, really just wonderful for you, and I hope that you can have this Ace of Wands experience and relax into it and go with the flow. And I hope to see you back here again next week, my wonderful Aries friends.